Welcome back to EdTech Lunch, bite-sized PD in 10 minutes or less. Today we're going to talk about Wevideo. And so Wevideo is a software that facilitates video editing for you and your students. I've been personally using it for the last 5 years or so, and I think it's a tremendous tool, and it's actually increased in functionality and features every year as it goes by. So there's some really cool features here, but today we're going to get started, and then we're going to dive in a little bit more on Thursday. So the basics of Wevideo. You're going to get into your dashboard here. Because I'm an administrator, I have an extra tab, which allows me to monitor my school and see what my students are working on. However, the rest of the stuff is pretty standard for everyone else. So right off the bat, you can create new video, a new recording. A recording is simply audio, which allows you to do podcasts, those kind of things. This just came in, a GIF maker, as well as you have different templates you can choose from. There's mini lessons, memes, some built-in ones. You can create your own templates if you like, if you're creating the same type of video over and over again. And again, they just keep adding and adding and adding to all of these things here. So in your dashboard, you can go to your projects tab where you can create some projects. And with all these tabs here, you can create a new project, media, export any of those, or you can simply create a new folder and put all the information together in one spot. Same thing with media. Let's say you're doing a project on, again, Wevideo tutorials or something like that. You can create a folder and put all that media in there. Exports will be a record of all the things you've exported. And templates, well, templates is going to be some templates that they've created that you can go in and work with from scratch. So what I'm going to start really quickly is just go through the dashboard, creating a video, and how easy it is to get started with Wevideo. So one of the things it sets, well, first of all, we'll get into the menu here. In your pancake menu, you can create a new edit, new from template, open recent, save as, pretty similar. You can change the format, help, settings, edit and full screen, and switch to storyboard. I'm going to go to storyboard view just because I don't use it very often, but if you have younger students, it's quite easy to put some movies together. You just drag and drop, and it'll do transitions and add things very simply and seamlessly for you. Again, good for your first time or younger users, but personally dealing with students at the intermediate level, grades 7 and 8, I'm always working in the timeline. It is much more powerful, and you can do so many more things. So Wevideo's linked resources as well. You can click in different linked resource if you want to link a resource, a Google Doc or anything like that. So for example, if you want to create a project, great thing about Wevideo is it works with Google very well, and you can link Google Documents to projects, or you could, excuse me, also you can save all your stuff to Google Documents. But I'm going to go back here. Another phenomenal feature of Wevideo is if you go into the question mark up here, you have all these educator resources, as well as help videos. But if you go to view all exports, it brings you to the Wevideo Academy. So anything you want to do is there. I mean, they've got videos, great videos on from start to finish, to editing, to adding, and they're always improving. So one thing I say about Wevideo is they're always trying to push to improve what they're putting out. So that's something you can explore later on if you'd like. So without any further ado, stock media. Wevideo has a massive library they've included of stock media that you can use royalty-free, without any worries about copyright or anything like that. Your students, you can create great videos without ever having to record anything. I've personally done this with recording commercials and themes where they've just used stock media. Also, you can separate into videos if you're looking for it. So I'm just going to look for here, for example, stars. And you can look and you'll see a preview pane here, just different stock images of stars. You can also go into, videos. You can go into images, which will give you still images. You can also go into audio, which will give you just some sounds and some music. Okay. My media over here is stuff that you import, right? And I've got a lot of stuff, and I've built it up over the years. However, you'll probably start off with very little bit. Text. If you want to add text to your videos, you can. Credits and so on, you can do all those things. Again, getting into audio. So you've got free music, you've also got sound effects, and you've got premium music. Again, these are all, these are all tons of sound effects here that you can have. You can just throw whatever you want in the background. And again, all royalty free and no worries about copyright. Transitions. You can use all sorts of transitions as well to seam your clips together. Again, just by clicking, you always get a preview here on the right. There's also some stock backgrounds. So you can have some vivid backgrounds that are with motion and moving. You can get into some solid ones. Okay. Overlays. You can insert some overlays. So they have some small little overlays here that you can put in if you'd like. And frames. If you want to frame a picture, they have some ones as well. The great thing too is you can always create your own images, text, anything like that, and import it in if you want. We had students working with arrows and trying to point things out in a video, and we just design an arrow using Google Draw, saved it as a PNG file and imported it, and it worked extremely well. Down here you've got your video tracks. It starts with video 1, video 2, and an audio track. You can also add many different tracks, and we'll talk a little bit more about that on Thursday. And same with audio. You can bring in audio, sound effects, music, and so on. Clicking to the My Media tab, one of the great features of Wevideo is that you can always import media. You can record. So if you want to do any kind of webcam recording of yourself, of your screen, if you want to do tutorial videos or helping anything out, or you can do screen and webcam where you would have your image in the corner and it would record your webcam and your screen as you're talking. And finally, the last thing I'm going to show you guys today before we get going, because again, I'm conscious of the 10-minute mark, is by clicking narrate, you are allowed to do voiceovers of your videos. So if you created a video, if you hit preview while recording and you start recording, your video will preview here, and you can use your voice to narrate as you go through the video. Another really powerful feature. So there we have it. Those are the basics of Wevideo. On Thursday, I'm going to be speaking again about adding media and playing with audio levels and so on. The power of this software is incredible for your student use in class. You can put up some really great videos. So that's it for today, and we'll see you again on Thursday for EdTech Lunch.